They came together in different seasons of life. Teenagers hungry for adrenaline, colleagues who needed a place to breathe, to unveil the fighter within. A father who found himself as a coach, embracing a new chapter of his paintball life. What bound them was smaller than glory and larger than winning. The willingness to be vulnerable, to stare down the barrel of defeat, fearless and unwavering, hungry to etch their names into the lineage of those that have paved the path to greatness before them. This is our path, our story, our legacy.
Angel, angel, what have I done? I face the quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river?
Alright, AJ, coach, manager, El Capitan of Lord's Paintball. Man, I played way back in '95. I'm old. So I played way back before airball was a thing. Played back then, and then, many years off. Military, finally started having kids, married. Once my oldest son got a little bit older, he got into paintball. So we decided to start putting a team together for him, really. Once that was going, I played for the first 2 tournaments, and honestly just got to be too much walking off the field, and then pit full of players asking who's in next, what's the play, what are we doing. So I decided to take a step back because me getting back into it was really just for my son, so it meant more to me to step back and not play and just coach and let him have fun with it.
My name's Carl Schuler. Original team started in 2020 during the pandemic, originally called SC Trident. Myself, AJ, and his son Jacob decided we wanted to do a 3-man, and it grew from there. And we wound up going from a 3-man idea to first tournament being a D4 7-man. So that's how it all began, was SC Trident into Lords. The status of the team is healthy. We're firing on all cylinders. The chemistry seems to be strong. Our D4 line is strong. Our bench is strong. The guns can be a little bit more accurate, but whose guns can't. Our D5 line is looking great. Last year they did really well. This year they're off to a strong start with LAPSE. D4 team, again, individually very strong, and as a team they just need to come together just a little bit more. Our team leader, obviously, I would place as Sonny. Sonny gets those guys motivated and ready to go. But if Sonny's not there, it doesn't make a difference. These guys are always pushing each other. And Rec is another one. I'm sorry, Rec and Red. Red is also another guy who puts everybody together. As a team, they've kind of developed their own established team dynamics in that sense. AJ's more of the on the field coach, and he lets them grow together. He doesn't necessarily hover over them or helicopter coach them. A little bit more different than the way I would do it, but that's how he does it. So that the players kind of take on that role. I think the D5 team has a little bit more dynamic off the field than the D4 team. But when these guys come together, they come to work and they put in that work, and it shows.
Let the killers on the field, fool.
Just straight run through this. Now they're picking up on it. Coach is telling them
As the Lord's 2025 season quickly approaches, time is critical for the newly developed D5 and season D4 lines in getting ready for a difficult and talent-deep WCPPL. Communication and dialed-in shots in the 2024 season were lackluster, anchoring the camp's potential at being more of a dominant force in the D4 division. To help fill these gaps in the Lord's camp, professional paintball player Kyle Spica, along with some fresh talent, have been brought on board to help power the team's drive into a successful 2025 season. And with some luck, podium in both divisions at LAPSE. But before any successful season is to be obtained, trust and chemistry must be established and maintained. This is where the real work begins. This is where it starts.
Oh my god, I just ate that whole fucking paintball.
Yummy.
All right, yo, I'm Rec. Derek Kozar's my real name, but everybody calls me Rec. Pretty much play Dorito side, or sometimes I'll play the Snake 2 with Brett, depending on the layout. So pretty much the two on both sides of the fields, Dorito and Snake. Sometimes I'll play the center, but mostly a 2 for either side. I started playing in 2020. I was bored, bro. I needed a hobby, man. I was working, needed a hobby, and started coming up here to combat, going up to the top, just playing some walk-ons. And then things just developed into speedball. Once I got a taste of that, it was addicting. Got that taste of blood in my mouth.
What do you feel keeps you coming back to the field every weekend for practice?
Trying to get gold, bro. I'm trying to get gold, bro. I love to compete, and I just want to be the best, man. I want my team to be the best, you know what I'm saying? So it's just that hunger to just win and dominate, bro. It's something that's always been in me. I've always been very competitive. Maybe sometimes too competitive, but yeah, man, I need that gold.
What does it mean to you to be a Lord?
To be a Lord, bro, it means to basically be the best version of yourself, and to also teach the guys around you to be the best versions of themselves. It takes 5 to win, bro. It doesn't matter if you're the best player. You could be LeBron James out here, but if the other 4 guys aren't also LeBron James, you're not gonna win, bro. I don't care how cocky you are or how much you believe in your skills. It's not about being that one guy. You have to be able to motivate your other 4 players to want it as bad as you. You know what I mean? And once you guys are all on that same level, you guys are lords, bro. You dominate the field.
How do you feel Coach Spica's knowledge of the game has helped you develop this far?
You know, he's really like kind of challenged me in some areas to really like do things that I'm not used to doing. So I feel like what he brings to us is what I didn't really have with my last team, because we really didn't have a coach. So, you know, I've been kind of used to just kind of doing our own thing. So what Kyle brings is bringing me out of my zone and showing me another, you know, level of IQ and things that I could add to my bag, so that way I could like be better on the field. But he teaches a lot of bounce shots. He teaches a lot about communication, you know, zones, and kind of how to get crafty. You know what I'm saying? He's little himself, so he knows how to get crafty. So he's definitely been helping us out with that for sure.
Yeah, we'll do one more. Hey, good job. I think that's the first time I've seen you guys go past the snake too on this side. Where we slipped up is we let them get out on that side. But I liked what you guys were doing. It looked like
Introducing Kyle into a more predominant role for the 2025 season comes with a cost. You have to be willing to accept defeat. Years of your experience, redialed, molded, and sharpened to maximize efficiency. The grueling restructuring process is one that tests both patience and commitment to the process. Without that commitment, chances of growth and maturity in a sport that thrives on team errors is severely limited.
all right. Hey, what do you think on that last one hurt you guys the most?
Not being ready.
No, not that.
I think not communicating which way we're shooting.
No, not that. Be more specific. You guys found one thing that worked really well.
I got tucked in again.
What was different about the point before versus that point?
We got to the god, or the snake one, I mean.
We spread the field more.
Why don't you think that happened with snacks?
We don't play snake.
Do you think it's that? I don't think it's that. It wasn't communicated that that's important.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell them.
We need to
My bad, Chad.
Sometimes
I just thought you just jumped in. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, if you guys start to get on that level, you allow me to think about stuff that's way, like, you don't even understand yet.
Yeah.
And if you guys do that stuff, then I don't have to come back and be like, dude, why didn't you go to the snake one? When I'm trying to figure out something that's like way more intricate than that. I'm trying to like work a bounce shot that's like a double bounce shot, you know, like something weird. But I can't even get to that if we're like not telling each other like, hey, idiot, you're supposed to go here and shoot this way.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that for 3 points. So why didn't you do that?
In sports dominated by alpha male persona, every team needs an anchor, a leader, a sergeant that doesn't stand above the team but with them, sharing the same trenches in miserable conditions as the guy next to him. Respected due to his strong leadership traits, charismatic persona, and knowing when to follow and when to lead, Sonny has naturally filled that team captain position on the D4 line.
But none of you guys would be here if you guys didn't think you guys were good enough. You guys, I always say this, have a fucking Lord's jersey. You guys are kings, every fucking one of you guys. We would not be here spending money, spending our time, dragging family out to be here. We're not even fucking shooting other people. We're shooting each other. So somewhere deep down, we probably think we're the fucking best. Let's tap in.
We are.
Let's tap in and show. Let's tap in. It's that simple. Let's Bika do the fucking. Let's Bika do the planning. And I'm not. Huh?
Yeah, we're all ready.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
My name's Sonny. I play either the snake or the snake corner. So 1 or 2. I could be the 3 though. Or I can invent a position. I could be a 4. So bet you guys didn't hear that one before.
Sweet. So how long have you been playing paintball for?
I'm going on my 3rd year. First year was walk-ons. Second year was last year with Lords, D5, and this year's D4.
What got you into it? Was it a person, or was it just you just got interested in?
I just bought a gun off a coworker, man. It's a Stormer Elite, mag fed and hopper fed, or hopper, and yeah. So I got into that. I was playing walk-ons, and I like being aggressive, so I'm an aggressive player. I like pushing up, and if I could shoot people and not get in trouble, shit, why not, bro? Why not do it?
Do you feel the game is more like a sport, a hobby, or is it more of a lifestyle that you've kind of taken on?
I think at this point it's all of the above, you know. It is a lifestyle, right? We are coming in here early in the morning. We do put in long days. I do bring my family. What else? Other people bring their families. My teammates bring their families. So at this point, we're all kind of one big family, and just seeing each other grind, helping each other out. So I think it's all of the above. It's a hobby and a lifestyle.
What do you use to help yourself calm down after like a hard loss, or something that was like you felt you got cheated out of a point or something?
I definitely never. I've never felt cheated out of a point. Never leave the point up to the refs. Never leave a decision up to the refs or anyone. What do I do after a tough loss? I hold it in. I hold that grudge. I use that feeling to drive me here at practice. I don't think anyone likes to lose. So, yeah, I hold it in and I just kind of take it out on the next point, on the next game.
How do you feel Coach Spicka's knowledge of the game has helped you develop?
Who?
Coach Spicka's?
Who's that? No. AJ is the real coach. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Nah, Spicka's definitely a very methodical coach. I think he, what do I like? I like the fact that he stays calm. He doesn't cuss, so some coaches out there, they'll get straight in your face and kind of embarrass you. I'm not really good with that. So that's something that I admire actually about him as a person and as a coach. If he wants to tell you something, he'll pull you aside and he'll give you that one-on-one attention.
What are you yelling
Yeah, but I'm
at
not
them
gonna
about?
sit here and let them do that.
He's just yapping. He's mad because
I'm
I gave
not
him
yapping,
odds
I'm mad because you
after
came in the
play
middle of the
started.
game and I don't know if you're playing or not. So I'm shooting at you and you're helping a player. If he comes out and he doesn't have paint, air, or a fucking gun, that's on him.
100%, but it's our job as teammates to make sure that he's
But in the
straight.
middle of a point?
I understand that, but you guys do that all the time. You guys were doing it earlier today, so now you guys get to feel what we feel every practice.
Sonny, hold on. Everyone stop for a second.
I'm yapping.
You're good.
Look, that is fair. That is fair. You would come help. You have to understand.
As so for the D4, so is the D5. As Sonny continues to push and motivate his team, Cam has taken on a similar role for the D5 roster, both maintaining a high standard from not only their lines, but also from each other.
My name's Cameron Horn. I play the one on the Dorito side. Been playing for about 2.5 years now. It's my first tournament season. Just killing it out there, man.
So who got you into paintball?
One of my best friends at work got me into paintball. Some guy came into our shop and handed us some free entry cards, and he had a bunch of old gear. We went and started playing, and from the moment I stepped on the field, I fell in love, and there hasn't been a weekend that I haven't been at the field since.
What do you feel like keeps you coming back every single weekend?
I'm an adrenaline junkie, and at that same time, I chase goals, right? And being able to, do this, run around, shoot people, and, but at the same time, gain an accomplishment, a trophy or a winning season, that's what drives me to play and work harder and get better, every single time I'm out here. At first it was kind of like a hobby, just going every weekend with the boys. And then I think from the moment I stepped on a speedball field, probably like 6 months into playing, I knew, within the first 5 minutes that I wanted to, play this competitively, make it my sport, and it's gone from hobby sport to now this is my lifestyle. I eat, breathe, sleep, bleed this, this shit.
What does it mean for you to be a Lord now? We kind of gone through 3 events. We're, months into this process. How are you feeling since, joining the team back earlier this year?
I feel like to be a Lord, you have to keep your chin up high, no matter what happens. We have an amazing camp around us. This is a family. All these guys are like brothers, to me, to everybody else. It's just, to me, it's about working hard, dedication. All of us are dedicated. We're hungry. We're all chasing the same thing. And for me, that's what it means to be a Lord, is to, put that work in, every single weekend to, get the best outcome possible.
Sweet. So joining a new camp, you did come into a place that had 2 established coaches, but also brought in a 3rd professional coach. How do you feel Coach Spicka's knowledge of the game has helped you develop as a player?
Oh, dude, that guy's an alchemist. He's a mad scientist. That guy is, the amount of knowledge that I've gained from him has completely transformed my game. And it's not necessarily, I have a lot of one-on-one talks with him that helps, but it's also just sitting there and listening to him speak. Just his knowledge is, surpasses, 99.9% of people out there that are, telling you what to do. And that all comes from his experience, and I feel like he gets a lot of joy in seeing us learn and win. And for me, that drives me to work harder.
With healthy competitive spirits, optimism, and a major drive to win, the Lords are set for what they believe to be their season to lose. Returning players Andy, Jacob, and Endor seek for another series title, this time at Dub C.
My name is Andy.
Endo Gutierrez.
My name is Brett Meyer.
My name is Bobby.
My name is Ignacio Contreras.
My name is Jacob. Been playing since 2020.
I've been playing since like 04 or 05.
I've been playing paintball. I lost count already, at least 10 years.
Man, I think my story started like a lot of others. About 10 years old, went to a birthday party, fell in love with the game, and been playing ever since.
On and off since 2004. And then consistently like 5 years.
It was my little brother's birthday party. I think I had to be like 10 years old. We invited a couple friends out to play with us. It was just a bunch of rentals. We were scared. It was 50 cal. We just started off out there. Our parents, we didn't have that much money back then. So, we were limited to 500 balls or whatever the bag came. So we made it last, played a couple games. Didn't know what we were doing. We were just bunkering people, probably bunker our own teammates. But it was fun. That's all I remember. I probably didn't get many kills, but I always remembered that. And then I never really went out to play until later on.
Sweet. Now, would you say, like, since then, would you say the paintball more is like a hobby for you, or is it a sport, or is it more of a lifestyle that you've kind of like just taken on?
It's a sport, and I would say a lifestyle, a job. We're out here every weekend. This is what we do now. Basically train every weekend for our tournaments, and then hoping we win, hoping we place up in the podium. So yeah, it's become a little bit of a lifestyle and a job, but still a sport, having fun out here.
Oh, this is more of a lifestyle, man. It's just ridiculous, man. Sitting at home, all you think about is paintball, watch paintball videos, and buy new shit all the time. It's a lifestyle.
It's more of a hobby / kind of an addiction.
Honestly, I would say it's a combination of three, but I would say it's more of a sport.
Yeah, man, I'll say it was definitely a lifestyle growing up a bit. Got a bit away from it with like college. Didn't play at all those 4 years, and then got back to it, man. I really would say it's definitely a lifestyle for sure.
Yeah, it's a hobby. It's what I do on the weekends, It keeps me going through the week. Love paintball.
What does it mean for you to be a Lord? I know that you're one of the founding members and kind of like, you helped build this team to what it is today. What does it mean for that legacy of the Lords as an organization?
Right. Yeah, no, it's super dope. We've always been a welcoming camp, always have good talent coming in. It's just a fun place to be, and I love being part of it.
Yeah, honestly, it's family. It's trusting one another.
We're out here grinding every fucking weekend. That's what you want. You want to practice and get better. You want to get the team camaraderie. It's like a baseball sport. You're a team, and coming out here with the Lords is that, you get that instant gratification of you're out here with the same people grinding it out.
Oh man, it means the world. How I became a Lord was a special story. I was playing WC with Arizona Menace, just moved out to California. Wasn't able to practice in Arizona a bunch, so found AJ. Actually, AJ kind of found me a bit, playing in one of the WCs, and they took me in as family. This is only my second year with the Lords. Had a tough outing last year, but obviously looking a little bit brighter this year. But yeah, man, they're family to me for sure.
Winning is rarely a solo act. Talent, grit, and luck matter, but the presence of coaches transforms potential into consistent performance. Where an individual can flounder in repetition, a coach accelerates learning, corrects blind spots, and designs paths that turn effort into results. That's where the Lord's staff accelerate. Without a plan, practice becomes just noise. Repetitions without refinement, and hours without measurable growth. Coaches translate ambition into a sequence of achievable steps, calibrating intensity, rest, and focus so that each session compounds towards a goal. Structure reduces wasted time and preserves energy for the moments that matter.
How do you go about studying them? Do you go back and watch old gameplay? Or are you just kind of studying at the tournament when you're there? Or what's some practice looks that you try to replicate that would replicate something that you'd be playing a different team?
Honestly, at this stage of where we're at, it's kind of hard to get good footage. We use what's available to give us an insight, but a lot of these lower divisional teams are being coached by professional coaches. That's what we're doing. So a lot of it's done on the fly. And when we're at tournaments, we keep an eye on other teams that we see that are in our bracket, and we try to be dynamic. But you can plan all you want, but as soon as that horn goes, things change. So, what we try to do is know what works for us and making sure that our mentality is focused on what we need to do, regardless of what the point situation is. I think a lot of that has to do with the psychology of the sport and not getting yourself out of the tournament too early by being down points. A lot of teams deteriorate because of that. So, you prep as much as you can, but once it's tournament day, all bets are off.
That's what we're gonna play. All right. We'll go fives, limited paint though, so we don't burn it all in an hour.
Hey, what we could do is we could slow it down a little bit, let them play a point, and then let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. Let's keep working theory. Because do you even talk about this wedge right here? Because I think this is super helpful. Like you said, if they get past the dragon.
As the season progresses, so do the expectations of the players and coaching. It is on AJ and the Lord's staff to maintain the course, so to allow the roster the opportunity to drive home the wins. The ups and the downs on the field are shared on both sides of the net when it comes to the competitive nature of a camp determined to win a championship.
Game on.
Man, don't shoot a single shot on break.
There you go, boys!
There we go. Hey, it's like we talked about, right? We didn't get a single kill on break, but we know where they're at. So go get them once we know where they're at. All right, they were in all the exact spots we thought they were.
He went to Dallas, and
No, they never made Dallas. They went Seattle, which we said they released straight Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, but because you stayed on the Delta when you went from the inside shooting them to the outside, he got stuck. He couldn't release, which opened it up for Baby G to make a move. Yeah.
So just rip the Sierra and the snakes.
Actually, no.
Okay.
Shoot for the Delta.
Yep.
And then switch to the outside of the Delta, so he's stuck there because they want to release around it, up
from the home.
From the home.
Keep the Delta
shoot inside the Delta, and then switch to the outside once he goes through
so
your
he's
cut.
gonna go this way.
No, I want you, stepping out behind the Delta to shade you.
Yep.
Shooting for all these guys up the middle.
Okay.
Right? They're trying to go Sierra.
Perfect.
Break quick. So point, it'll be Cali, snake corner.
Got you.
Unless you want to play Dorito.
I'm down.
You want Dorito corner?
Yeah.
And then work your way up?
Luxor and then, or running up.
You want to go around Luxor up?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, we'll run it.
Go, baby. Where you want me at?
See if we got any pods to fill.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we do. Get over
That's
there.
crazy.
My name is Robert. I play for the Lords.
Hey, I'm Snack. I'm the home player. I've been playing rec ball for 3 years, and I just got into air ball a year ago.
I'm Robert Sia. People know me by RJ.
I'm Daniel Rios, and I'm a snake player with the Lords.
My name's Jack Matskin, number 95.
My name is Daniel.
My name is Chad Deschamps. I play mostly snake, but you know, a little all over the field.
I've been playing paintball for 3 years now.
I've been playing almost my whole life. You know, started at like 10, birthday party, and then, you know, fell out of it. Life gets in the way, you know. Fell out of it for like 5-6 years, and then got back into it about 5 years ago. I've been playing about a year. It's my first year. I played a little bit of D6 last year. I played a little bit when I was younger. Like, I played Young Guns back in like 07, 06, 07.
Was it 2019? After about 17 years off, I actually started in I think 97, and then stopped playing in 2000, and then started playing again in 2019, and fast forward to 2025, and here I am with the Lords. So
I've been playing for tournaments for about 3 years now. I've played for 2 other teams before this, and this is top notch.
I was real nervous trying out because it's kind of intimidating. You see cameras, you see really good players. But it is a family, it's a group. Unfortunately, there's only enough spots for so many people, but the people that are there, we're all family. It's a good brotherhood. It's a great camp. Like, I don't think I'd know anything. I thought I knew paintball till I started playing with a camp, so big difference.
Yeah.
Man, when I first came to combat, I saw like a few people like with Lords jerseys and like playing walk-ons, and like those dudes were always so good, always like winning. So I was like, man, those guys are really good. And then I kind of started like playing a lot, meeting some of the players from last year, and then at the beginning of the season, I saw they were having a tryouts. I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna make it. But I went to the tryouts and just played how I play and got on. And so yeah, I felt like it was like a bit of a step up from what I was doing. And yeah.
Me personally, I play the home, so that it was a lot for me to pick up because it's a lot of responsibility for me for my first time playing such a competitive sport. But once I got the hang of it, that's the thing with the different coaches. Everybody's got their own take on the game, and they got different insights, which really, when you put it all together, it helps out a lot.
yeah, I think it's a great setup, great environment that they got here. I mean, you don't have just one coach, you have 3, and they all have different levels of experience, different jobs. They work together.
Like, I wouldn't have been able to develop this way, I don't think, if I didn't have the coaching, the pro coaching. It definitely like gave me a little more like confidence, I think, too, like seeing, oh, like I got on with this crew, with this camp, and they have a pro, and he was coming out, and then like he sees me play, so it's almost like a one-on-one like clinic type thing. I was like, man, this is like, if I had this when I was a kid, like this would have changed my life completely.
How do you feel it was to, you know, be not necessarily the leader, but the elder of the group?
Shit. Just different, you know, seeing new guys compared to being like comfortable with the old guys. It's just like a new mindset and like new things to learn with like new people.
Being introduced and having this much help from 3 coaches, it's been so amazing. I think they really developed me so much more than if I would just, I don't want to diss a team here, but if I were just like going shooters, I don't know if they got any good coaches over there, but if I just went there, I don't know if they have the help. I don't know if I'd be the same person I am today, honestly. And I love this camp so much. They do everything for me.
It's awesome. Just even just having AJ, just level-headed. You go to other teams and it's a dogfight, even between your own players. It's just constant back and forth, arguing. You come here and it's just such a better culture in this camp. I don't know, Lords is a sigh of relief for me for sure. I've been on teams that are just yeah, they just at each other's throats. So this has been awesome.
It's been unreal, and like I knew it was a crazy opportunity to begin with, and I was just hoping when I tried out that I would make it. And you know, it's like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, because just being able, having access to it, having those type of people in your ear, like telling you where you fucked up, you know, where you can do better. It's like, I know I've become a much better player just being part of the program around everybody, because everyone's boosting each other up. You know, we're all on each other.
Locked in my room, 4 black walls, tied the noose, no recall, no result, fuck withdraw, rather shoot up till I fall. Murder on call with the 5-9, 20 years and it seemed like a lifetime. I've been hanging every day from a lifeline. Why these fuckers tell dinner every nighttime? Smoking that dope off the floor, let me bump. Hopefully don't come, don't fuck with y'all. Spray paint the walls with blood and whatever. Drag you outside, let you rot in the weather. I don't think I can explain any better. I'm scarecrow to terror and live for the lesson. My birth was an error. Dying beside the very dance. I lost my breath, just fuck with them. They said he up in the bed. Calling my rope in my neck, and I woke up choking from the hole in my chest. Some at my bed is just fucking the dope. Every day got a lump in my throat, and I do follow those fuck. I'm blooding the fuck up these souls and they're pumping they throat. Get the fuck away from me. I hate all of you. Thankfully, this love was never made for me. Thankfully, I'm trying to see past all the lies, the righteous sins. I shake my knees and walk the plank and breathe.
In the world of competitive paintball, a season is never just a collection of events. It is a testament to discipline, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuit of mastery. For the Lord's Camp, the 2025 season became exactly that. A proving ground where young talent sharpened their identity, veterans deepened their resolve, and the organization as a whole carved its name deeper into the competitive landscape. The Lord's D5 line fought through a demanding season across regional events, including appearances at ASG, Ambush, and SC Village, where the roster battled through deep prelim brackets and playoff rounds. Their performance reflected a team growing in confidence and cohesion, a group learning to convert raw talent into structured execution. But the defining moment of their year came far from home. A core group of D5 players traveled to Florida to compete at the NXL World Cup, playing under Protocol's banner. Against international competition under the brightest lights, they rose to the moment, taking home first at World Cup. That achievement didn't just elevate their own accolades, it elevated the Lord's organization as a whole, proving that its developmental pipeline produces champions, and other camps acknowledge and respect the talent. The Lord's D4 line continued to establish itself as a rising force in its division. Their season was marked by disciplined growth, tighter communication, and a maturing strategic identity. Event after event, they demonstrated that the Lord's program is not just participating in divisional paintball, it is shaping it. Across both divisions, the story of the 2025 season was written in early morning practices, bruising scrimmages, long weekends spent studying layouts, and the mental resilience required to compete at a high level. The Lord's organization continued to embody the value that defines its culture: discipline, brotherhood, and an unwavering commitment to the craft. 2025 was more than a year of competition. It was a declaration. The Lord's Camp proved that its foundation is strong, its players are hungry, and its future is bright. With champions emerging from its ranks and new lines preparing to take the field, the Lords enter 2026 not as underdogs, but as a program to be reckoned with. Disciplined, united, and ready to take the podium. In the end, it's not the individual, but the collective. A successful camp needs a group both on and off the field willing to sacrifice arguably the most important commodity we have, and that is time. Time spent together, dedicated to a craft that will eventually forget our names in the hollows of old, never relenting the constant physical and mental pain of being reminded that today you are not the champion you were yesterday, and merely returning to the point of your beginning to test yourself against those that seek the same. It's a never-ending cycle, and most will never understand why we do it, but it's who we are. It's who we want to be. We are Lords.